my heart, I love discipleship.
Yeah.
I love the idea that FCA has that came from Jesus, that's disciples making disciples and making disciples, passing on that baton. And discipleship mentoring is really something near and dear to my heart. And so to be able to do that in the platform of sports and in that influences is amazing. My real heart is come alongside lady coaches and lady athletes. We have what's called Ladies Huddle.
Yeah, speak to that Ladies Huddle.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. So it's these ladies. It's just incredible. So when we meet on Monday nights, we get into God's Word. We open up. We're transparent. We share, because one of the things for me is I felt like I was the only one that was going through these things or felt this way. Later, I began to learn that, no, I was not alone, but I didn't know that back then.
Yeah.
So I want to create community where these girls can have meaningful dialogue and know they are not alone.
Yeah.
Jesus is with them and wants to be with them, and then their people are with them. Their teammates, we call them. And
Come on.
so it's been awesome. And then we have lady coaches, adult ladies that they pour into these athletes as well. And then it just continues to go wherever, whether they're on their teams, in the classroom, whatever area they're involved in. It's so cool to see the discipleship model, and above all, helping them understand their worth and value is in who they are, not what they do. And that sports are amazing. I love them. I'm a big sports fan. I love it. There's great things about it, but it's not the end all be all.
No, it's
not. You know, I learned that lesson actually in college.
Yeah.
I got to play for Title IX, actually. So Title IX, we were able to get some equality for women's sports. I got some scholarship money for that, and was playing, had a tremendous experience. We got to travel around, play tennis. I loved it. My junior year, came back for Christmas break, and was in a pretty tough car accident. Almost wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it back to college. Had some back injuries and some different things. So I did make it back, but I wasn't able to play tennis anymore. Lost my scholarship, so I was kind of left there like, who am I? Yeah. What do I do? All the thing. There was some depression, despair that came in, and I was lost.
For
and
sure.
you know, we say a lot in FCA, like for every coach and athlete, there will be a last day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be a championship thing, like it's like, hey, either we win or we lose, but I know I'm going to be done. But most often it's unexpected. Yep. And so if we can, through FCA, through our huddles and our discipleship opportunity, help them know that they are more than the sport that they play. Come on. It's what they do. It's not who they are. So when that, not if, but when that day comes, they know that they're rooted in who Christ says that they are, and that they can move beyond that. And they get to use the experiences that they've had to then continue moving on. So that's super good. Yeah.
Well, you've sprinkled this answer in throughout this entire time, but in a sentence or two, wrap up, if you could just pass on a little bit of wisdom to a coach or an athlete, right? No matter what age they are, what one piece of advice would you have for them in regards to their journey as a coach or as an athlete?
Yeah, love that. Number one, have fun. Have fun, whatever age that they are. Play for the love of the game and play to play and have fun. And there's so much pressure on these athletes, whether it's their own pressure, whether it's pressure from their parents, pressure from the scoreboard, the stats are getting posted all the time. Yeah. I tell the girls all the time, you're more than a number. Come on. You're more than the number of the jersey on your back and whatever your stats say. So have fun. And I would say that to coaches too. Create play. Have fun, enjoy it. Yeah, work hard. I am all about working hard, competing hard, giving your best, but then leaving the results up to the Lord. But have fun, and then look at understanding who you are, not just what you do, and that your identity is rooted in so much more than your sport. I know, the three-dimensional coach that we partner with our 360 coach for our mentoring, they talk about play. And they said, so if you were to take your kids to go out and say, hey, go play tag or go play out in the backyard, you wouldn't have to go alongside them and tell them, run harder,
that's so true.
Work harder.
That's so
They're
good.
just going to intrinsically do it because they're having fun. It's the same with sport. And if it gets too much pressure, they might back away from the game that they love. So I would say have fun at every stage, work hard, compete hard, show grit and endurance, but then leave the results up to the Lord.
That's super good, Amy. Man. Well, hey, if I had to summarize you in a nutshell, we wouldn't have enough time because you're too incredible. But if I always think of every hero has a guide. No matter what book you read, no matter what movie you watch. And you are a guide to so many on our team here at FCA Tri-Cities, and then also just your heart for discipleship, which if anyone hasn't noticed, she loves discipleship. Disciples making disciples, which aligns with the church you go to, Bethel, right?
It does, absolutely.
Which is your guys' mission statement. And so our vision statement, whatever one it is, I don't want to mess it up. But you're a guide to so many. And so thank you for what you do for so many young athletes, but the coaches and the women's huddle. I love following you online, seeing your guys' posts because it's super cool. And I have a family of ours that goes to it. I won't say them on camera because I don't know if they want me to. I go to our church, and the mom just came up to me at church on Sunday and said, that ladies' huddle changed my daughter's life this last year. I'll tell you off camera who it is, but it impacts them. So thank you for what you're doing. Thanks for doing this. You're awesome. You're off the hot seat. And
it was fun.
Let's go eat some Z barbecue.
Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah, you heard about that,
I did.
Right?
Let's call them up right now.
Okay.
Let's go meet them for some barbecue.
Good idea. All right.
You're good.